something, I want to buy it. Okay, so please note that there are people, we have both, right? People that need to buy now and people that need to wait. There's a lot of you. 10. All right, I only have 9. Figured out. Okay. Oh, actually, yeah, some of you are going to help me out, right? Okay. All right, so here's how this is going to look. You can time me. My goal is to do this in 12 to 15 minutes. When you allow the visitors to be excused about 5 minutes or so early, they should only be staying 10 minutes after, max. Then they're right back in networking. Do you want them to network? Yes. All right, again, they're going to bring up needs or concerns that they may have. So I would like for you to kind of watch how I do this. The key is, who here, honestly, you really do like control? Come on. Yay! All right, you're my people. Okay? So the key here is to really just have control of the group. Now, these are our DC teams, so we'll see how well I do on that. Okay? And if we can kind of manage the microphone, that would be wonderful as well. And who's my fellow visitor host? Right. Okay. All right. Excellent. So there's a couple of us. All right. So here we go. I would take them over to the area. I would pass out the applications, and I would start like this. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad that you could all be here today. Our visitor orientation is just going to take a few minutes. We have some questions for all of you. Sure, you have some questions for us, too. This sheet that I have right here is designed to actually go over all of the most frequently asked questions. So just so I don't miss anything, is it okay if I just go over the sheet? Does that sound fair? Sure. Excellent. All right.
Sorry, Dawn,
Yes,
is it? Dawn, I see here that there are application fees.
Yes, there are.
Chapter. Are those the only fees, or I heard there's chapter fees also? Do those get paid every year?
Great question, and it's John, right?
Yeah.
Okay, John, I'm actually going to get to that in part 2. Is it okay if I cover everything kind of in order?
Sure, absolutely.
Excellent. Okay, perfect. All right, so what I'd like to do is, let's see, Karen, can you tell us what did you like most, what does B&I have that you're looking for in your business?
Well, it seems like this chapter closes a lot of business. They seem like they're giving each other a lot of business.
Okay, so you're looking for more business. All right, and how about Jay? How about you? What does B&I have that you're looking for, Jay?
Contacts in the community, getting out there so I can actually give some more referrals because I have a lot of clients who are looking for specific things. And it seems like this chapter could really help me get closer to my clients so I can become a resource for it.
Excellent. And how many of you wouldn't mind being a resource to your fellow clients? Okay, excellent. Good. All right, next question. Let's go to Sean over here. Sean, what is one thing that impressed you most about the meeting?
I appreciated the energy and the ability for everybody to talk about their business in a great way.
Excellent. And Susan, how about you?
Actually, for me, I really liked the fact that there were presentations and that members got a chance to stand up and do presentations, and then the weekly member presentation each week. You stand up and can talk to your team about what your wants are that week.
Excellent. How many of you like that aspect as well? The feature presentations, the weeklies? Great. All
I'm
right.
sorry, Dawn?
Yes,
I have another question. I'm out of the country every other month. I've heard that there's an attendance policy. Do I have to be here for every meeting?
I'm going to get to that question in just a moment. And it's like literally 2 more questions away. Can you
Great,
hold that?
sure.
Perfect. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate it. So let's go back down here. Let's see. Krista, what is currently your biggest challenge in your business?
Just keeping up with the work actually right now. But yeah,
Okay.
I mean, having more contacts, having a good team around me
Okay.
really helps.
How many of the rest of you could use a bigger team around you? All right. For any of you, if you had more revenue, would you be looking to hire people?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. Wow, look at all the yeses. Okay, great. All right, and let's go to Eric here. Eric, what percentage of an increase are you looking for to grow your business by?
26.5%.
Excellent. Sounds like you have a very specific goal. I like that. And actually, can we just go down the row here? What would you want to grow your business by, Krista?
42%.
42%. Okay, we got Eric. Susan?
I'm looking to grow mine 30%.
30, nice.
30 for me too.
Okay.
Actually, Don, I have a question about the breakfast. Are there gluten-free options?
John is actually going to be decided chapter by chapter, and you know what? John, I'm feeling like you have a lot of quality questions, and I may not be able to get to them in the allotted time. I have Trey McAllister here. He's
I'd like to double my answer to 50%.
Double, okay, Kathleen.
I'm actually in an interesting position right now. One part of my business is really doing quite well.
Right.
And the reason that I'm thinking about joining BNI is because there's a whole other aspect that is absolutely integral part of my business. So I'm going to even say probably by 90% in that facet, which would be a really nice way to round out what I'm trying to do in my business.
Perfect, good, Jay.
I'd say about approximately increases my gross by about 17 to 22%.
Okay, perfect, and it's Mark, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm completely satisfied with the amount of business that I have and the money that I'm making, but I just want to work less. So I want to get rid of my crappy clients and just really focus on quality clients, people that can buy and sell office buildings and apartment buildings. So that's what I'm looking to do, is just really hit the target market in Marin County.
Okay, beautiful. And last but not least, John?
And I would love to explore more ideal clients. We currently give away business, so I would say 10% more ideal clients, so we're looking for target markets.
Excellent. All right, so I just want to say one last thing on this question. If you are doing that, so when you hit those goals, okay, what would need to happen? Would you need to hire some people? Would you need to get some staff maybe on board? Maybe some admin help? Okay, when you hit that, are all of you willing to do that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, because one of our big things is a lot of times we help people hit those goals, and then they wind up leaving the chapter because they're not ready for all that growth. So we just want to encourage you to be ready for that growth that you're looking for. Okay? Excellent. All right, just a couple more things here. Is everybody willing to spend additional time to build the trust and the relationships that are necessary?
Yes.
Yeah? All right, so y'all of you have lunch every so often, maybe a glass of wine here or there. Yeah, so could you see kind of doing some one-to-ones over lunch or breakfast and things like that? Great. All right, I do have to tell you that our most successful members are present weekly 90% of the time. And what would you all see as the outcome of you being here on a weekly basis? And Daniel, we'll start with you.
Well, you get to learn more about each other and what their businesses are.
Yeah, absolutely. Karen?
Well, in my line of work, people are often leery about trying acupuncture, so if I prove myself a responsible, consistent person, then that leads to more closed business for me.
Absolutely. How many of you think that consistency would be really important? Yeah, excellent. And by the way, next question is, do any of you actually take vacations? Okay, good. We want you to. So that being said, obviously we know we're not going to make every single meeting, but we do have an attendance policy. You actually get 3 absences and 3 substitutes on a rolling 6-month term or 6-month period. Okay. So could you see yourself being here 80 to 90% of the time?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Jay, was that a yes?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. All right, let's check in. If you were able to do that, you'd be some of our most successful members in BNI. Okay? All right, and then we just would need to also figure out what category you see yourself holding in the chapter, and we'll do that a little bit later as we get towards the application process. So part 2 is all of the initial requirements. So in front of you, you have your application. So you've got to put in the chapter name, and the chapter name is? Yeah, or Central.
Rivertown.
I knew that would happen. All right, so I heard Rivertown, so Rivertown, all right. All of your business information is right there on the left. That will go onto our website, so you will be promoted through our local website as well. We have a sponsor that we'd also like to have you put in. Your sponsor is simply the person that invited you here today, all right? Then let's talk about the money. So you have a one-time application fee of $199. As long as your dues are consistent, you'll never have to pay that fee again, okay? And then you have the opportunity to do a 1 year or a 2 year. 1 year is $4.99 and 2 years is a huge savings, it's $7.99. But if you did 1 year, your total would be about $6.98. And then we were also talking about the chapter fees. That's just for the venue and the food if they provide food, okay? Which, by the way, you do get to write that off. Sections 3 and 4 are all about your experience and your credentials. And those are kind of setting some expectations. So how many of you feel you would be able to bring some referrals to the chapter? Yeah? Have most of you lived here for a while? Could you bring some visitors as well? Excellent. Good. I like that. Let's turn over the app real quick. And on the back, you have your code of ethics. You can read through those real quick. We hope that you believe in the code of ethics, because at any point in time, you can let someone go if they're not abiding by the code of ethics, and that's a great thing to have in an organization. Then you've got your references. We would want to check your references within just a couple of days so that we can get your application kind of processed very, very quickly. And then you'll also want to attend the Member Success Program. We urge you to go in your first 30 days of being accepted. You're going to get a 2-hour training that's going to show you how to be the most comfortable in B&I as you're getting started. So we kind of give you all the secrets so that you feel really comfortable on your first few weeks with us. That's a $30 fee to attend that. And then we talked about the dues already. So the last section here is if you're unable to make a decision today, you are available to attend B&I twice. So who here would like to attend next week? You'd like to come back to the chapter next week? Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write all of you down so that we have a reservation for you next week. So that will be your second visit with us. And then we also need to let you know that your competition is not locked out until your payment's received, your references have been checked, and your application is approved. Once that happens, then you lock out your competitors forever. Okay? And then, by the way, one of the biggest fears that people have is that they'll not be able to give great referrals to other members, and B&I actually teaches us how to do that. So if that's a concern at all, don't worry about that. We'll be able to work with you on that and make you feel great about that. And then I'm going to wrap it up here. So those of you that kind of know that you want to get started, you can go ahead and fill out the application. I'll be able to get that to my membership committee today. For those of you that need to think about it, go home, look at finances, whatever that may be, I've got your reservation for next week, and I will stick around and answer any questions that I possibly can. But I wanted to make sure that you had time to go back in and network with some of our incredible members. So that's all I have. Thank you very much.
That's way wrong.
All right, so how many of you, your visitor orientations are looking